But they did 24 hours Le Mans without actually having to change the brakes at all.
Oh, wow.
Which then meant they actually went on to win their class overall.
Okay, Scott, so some of the most impressive looking brake calipers in front of us here. Can you just start by explaining what this caliper is in your line and what type of car it would be used for?
So this is our GT3 offering. We use this with a number of manufacturers within the UK and around the world. Predominantly this is used with Aston Martin Vantage GT3. We also run it with the McLaren GT3. And when that vehicle was running previously as well, the Bentley Continental GT3.
Okay, so all GT3 cars, mostly endurance racing. Is there any kind of features about it that lend itself to that?
Yep, so it's a 5-axis billet monoblock caliper. We machine and design this all in-house in Tamworth in the UK. 30mm pads, quick release system on the caliper itself to remove the pads without having to remove the caliper. So you just pop this wire off here, can quickly take the pads out. This caliper itself comes in 2 specifications. You can have it with a titanium piston or a stainless steel piston. Titanium piston comes in about 2.57 kilograms, and the steel piston comes in about 2.6, 2.7.
That's all very fundamental, the trade-off between weight and, I guess, the stiffness of the caliper.
Yeah.
So does that lend itself to the crazy form that we've got going on here?
Yeah, so when we originally designed this caliper was back when a lot of teams were looking to remove as much unsprung mass in the vehicle as possible. So this was heavily optimized with our design engineers in-house, using various software like Topology optimization in order to remove as much weight as possible from the caliper, whilst also maintaining as much stiffness to give more consistent pedal flow for drivers. So this particular brake system on the Vantage, so they did 24 hours Le Mans without actually having to change the brakes at all.
Oh, wow.
Which then meant they actually went on to win their class overall. So that was a combination, obviously, the brake performance they had, paired with a fairly low friction material pad, which meant obviously over 24 hours, the time they saved with not having to the pit stops meant obviously they went on to win.
So no pad change in 24 hours.
No pad change, no disc change. The car ran the same brakes from the start lights to the checker flag.
So to be able to change the pads from the back of the calipers without removing the caliper is obviously extremely advantageous. But do you have in some series that run this, they'll just remove the entire caliper and fit a new one with geek heads in it?
Yeah, so typically what people will do is they'll run a dry brake system onto the car. So they'll have a system already off the vehicle that's all been bled up, and then have dry brake connectors for the actual calipers themselves. They'll come out, remove everything, and connect it off, and away they go.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so we also mentioned before titanium versus stainless steel pistons. What is the advantage of the titanium over stainless steel?
So the titanium piston comes in lighter. So that's obviously a further improvement to the unsprung mass of the vehicle, but also titanium itself doesn't typically transfer heat as much as what a stainless steel piston will. That would be one of the 2 main benefits, obviously, to running that.
So that's basically the titanium acts as a little bit more of a barrier to the brake fluid?
Yeah, so obviously that prevents the heat transfer from the pad material, from the pad itself, obviously, into the caliper, helping to keep temperature under control with brake fluid.
All right, so this is obviously a pretty impressive caliper, and that unsprung weight is advantageous, and the stiffness and so on. Would something like this, is obviously it's going to be overkill and very expensive to put on a street car, but would something like this work well on a street car performance-wise?
Performance-wise, yes, it would work really well. But this caliper doesn't run things like dust seals, so that you don't have a barrier there to protect any ingress of salt or grime making its way from the piston into the caliper. There's no anti-rattle for the caliper, so you're going to struggle with noise. You'll have a bit of pad rattle in there. And obviously for a road application, when you're doing just like a street kit, NVH is very important. So obviously you still want a good performance, but you don't want to be driving around with very noisy brakes. And with motorsport, noise is kind of the after performance being the main reason.
Awesome. Well, cool. Thanks for giving us that insight. If people want to see more about your products and what you're doing with them, where are they best to do so?
So you can find anything on our website, on our social media as well. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. So any new products we release or any series that we support, we always put things on.
All just under Alcon?
Yeah, all under Alcon. So Alcon Specialist Brakes and Clutches in the UK.